Hailey, why did you want to start your own YouTube channel?
You know, we did seasons that was with Michael and his production company and with YouTube. And what happened through that experience was that the response that I got from people in my personal life, people I worked with, from random people that I would meet out places that would come up to me, the biggest response that they had to me was from seasons. So instead of it, you know, making me feel more insecure or making me feel uncomfortable, it actually opened up this new part of me that made me realize that I wanted to let people in more, and I wanted them to just get to know me more. I wanted them to be able to see me for me. And social media does is they take it and they try to twist who Hailey is into who they want me to be, whereas I think that the YouTube platform gives me the opportunity to tell it how I want to tell it and in the most genuine way possible without anybody else trying to turn it into what they want to turn it into.
And I don't know if you've seen it, but the Britney Spears documentary, and so much about that was how the media framed her narrative and she couldn't do it for herself. And nowadays, it's so great that with social media and with platforms like YouTube, that you as Hailey can say, like, this is who I am and this is what I want to put out there and this is the narrative.
I haven't seen the Britney documentary yet, and I love Britney Spears. She was the first concert I ever went to. Like, I idolized her as a kid, and you know, I really, like, I feel so bad. I feel sad for her that this is, you know, this is what was done to her, and it makes me upset for her. But I can only like speak of what I've been through personally myself. And you know, I definitely went through, like, you know, when we first got back together, when we first got married, there was a lot of narratives going around. There was a lot of people creating all these things that were just so not real and just not true. And I'm the type of person where I really care about the truth behind something. So I had to go through I had to basically go through the process of like letting go, trying to set the story straight, because it's just never going to stop, essentially. So I think, again, like circling back to the YouTube idea, this is a space where I get to, you know, talk about whatever I want, what's important to me, my life, my friends, my relationship, and it's coming straight from my mouth, so nobody can twist that.
Are you filming in your home or are you filming anywhere else?
You know, when we were kind of brainstorming about the YouTube channel, it was actually in one of the initial calls that I was like, I really have this idea about doing something in the bathroom, and I don't know, maybe we call it like, who's in my bathroom today? The filming does actually happen in the bathroom in the house that I live at. Currently, our house is under construction, like our house. So we're renting a house, and it ended up being really perfect because the bathroom in this house is like giant, and it has a lot of space for, you know, making mac and cheese. So we really do film at my house in my bathroom most of the time.
We went and we scoured the internet for some of Hailey's looks throughout the years and handed her different looks for her to comment on, either if she likes it or what she maybe was thinking. And I think it's stuff like that where it's just Hailey's having fun and talking about all of these different things that that are out there in the Twitterverse and whatnot, just enjoying
like, I don't mind making fun of myself. I can look back on outfits I've worn and be like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I'm happy to admit my style has evolved and is continuing to evolve, and I look back on things I wore last year that I'm just like, I would not wear that now.
Well, I should ask, who is your dream guest?
It would be cool if I could have like LeBron James in my bathroom and we're just like decorating cupcakes or doing something like so silly and weird that they'd be like, why is this person sitting in a bathroom, you know, making mac and cheese or decorating cupcakes, or, you know. And the thing that's so funny too is, and you'll see this in the first episode, it gets kind of explained where the concept came from. And the concept really, you know, part of it came from, you know, I remember there was this photo of Kendall and I on her 21st birthday, and we're like sitting on a sink in the bathroom at her birthday party. And I remember the conversation we were having in the bathroom. We were like chatting about a boy, and like, you know, just, I feel like so much goes on in the bathroom. There's so much banter that happens in the bathroom. When you're getting ready with your friends to go out at night, like, you're in the bathroom. When you're in a relationship with someone, you guys are in the bathroom at the end of the night, brushing your teeth together, chatting about your day. Like, I just feel like it's a place where so much genuine conversation happens in real life. And that's why I wanted to base it off of that.
What is one thing about Hailey that you know that you don't think others will know that they will learn?
Careful.
Putting me on the spot while she's in the interview. I think people will be blown away by how funny she is. I've known that because I spent a lot of time with her, but she's super funny. And I think her ability it's not easy hosting a talk show. Like, it's just not. And her ability to navigate and be funny and relatable will really shine through.
I think what people are going to learn about me that they probably didn't know before is just this like quirky side to me that has always been such a genuine part of who I am. But I think I've felt in moments where I had to tone it down or kind of, show your best and hide the rest. Be professional and only show this. But I think like my silliness is such a big part of who I am, and being able to show who you are as genuinely as possible is such a strength. And it's something that, I'm learning, and something that I'm growing into and getting more comfortable with revealing those sides of me and showing people who I really am. And I hope that's what gets taken away from this.
What is something that you'll just never reveal and never want to share with the world that you really just want to keep for yourself?
For me, it's kind of like there's a balance in this world, in this industry, of privacy and fighting for your privacy, and the moments that feel that much sweeter because they got to happen behind closed doors and privately. And also there's an aspect of it where it's like you can't drive yourself crazy trying to hide. When we first got married, especially, there was a big part of me that was like trying so hard to keep everything like private and hidden, and like, let's leave through this back door and go under a tunnel and go undo this thing. And it just gets really exhausting sometimes. Like, you can't, there's a certain point where you have to accept what your life is, and you have to accept the fact that it is very public, and then just find what works for you. That was something that, Justin helped me figure out a lot, because he's been dealing with it way longer than I have. And he's like, at a certain point, you have to kind of just accept, like, okay, when we walk out the front door, this is what's going to be the situation. But then, let's find places and things that we can have for just us, like our home. And let's make sure that wherever we settle down here, it's going to be private, and that can be our getaway, and that can be our escape. And so I think it's just about balance. And I think it's about, finding what works for you as a person, for you as a couple. All of that plays into it.